I thought I'd talk today a little bit about self. And the best way I know to teach about self is to talk about a radio station. But first, let me show you where I made it to today. I hiked up about 1.5 miles and made it to Delicate Arch. I'm in Arches National Park, definitely one of my most favorite places on the planet. We all have an internal radio station, at least that's how I think about it. And inside, we've got a slew of stations that we can turn to. The challenge is tuning into our own station. What station is ourself, is who we are. What makes it even harder is that many of us who grow up in challenging childhoods, traumatic situations, adverse experiences, we learn that maybe listening to ourselves is not the safest thing for us, that we actually have to tune into other. We have to tune into the caretaker or parent or someone that we had to listen to in order to be safe, that expressing what we want and needed wasn't going to be safe for us. And so what we had to do was tune in to their radio station. And we just got used to it. And we got used to it so much that it sounds like ours. And so we grow up, we get older, and we start to realize, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I actually need. I'm so used to focusing on this other person or these other people. I'm always tuned in to their radio station. What about my radio station? To me, that's a huge part of what self-care is. I know I'm always talking about self-care, but part of what self-care is quieting the outside world so we can tune into our radio station. That is our own station. That is ourself broadcasting what we want and what we need in order to get through this crazy world that we live in. That's why I think self-care is so important. And so when we talk about it, it's really quieting that outside world so we can more easily tune into ourselves, not to someone else, not to other that we're so used to listening to, but to ourselves, to our own wants and needs. So let's take a moment and just breathe in this sight and enjoy this together.